Hello, I'm back. Um, I know you've all been waiting for my glorious return, and it has arrived. Uh, it's been a while. It's been actually, let's take a look. It's been a year since end of, it's been a year since I made any video. That video was, I guess, uh, learnings, goals. I haven't even reviewed that one. So besides that one, I haven't made any real entries into my language learning for 2 years since I did the Lingota Sprint back in 2022. So it's pretty crazy. All right. But yeah, I've actually been continuing to learn English languages, more particularly Spanish, where I put most of my energy into. Um, I've had other language video ideas, but I don't really want to keep presenting videos where I either don't finish the goal or I fail. So there's been maybe two or three videos that I started and I just never uploaded because I didn't finish or something happens, right? So boom, that's neither here nor there. We are in 2025. I am active in Spanish primarily. Um, I go through swings where I'm more focused than others, but we are entering a swing where I'm very focused. And why, you may be wondering. Let's get to it quickly. I'm tired of, well, tired is kind of a shaky way of saying it, but like I'm tired of having to do these deep dives of study, right? Obviously, the easy way of doing things is stay consistent. Um, Incorporate the language into your daily life. And that's the goal. The 2025 goal is to solidify my Spanish. I'm not going to be an expert. I'm not going to be C2 by the end of the year. But I need to be a strong B1 if we're going to use rankings, but more importantly, I need to be actively speaking and engaging with the language. And I can. I can because I live in the Bronx and I live around nothing but Spanish. So yes, in a way, I've been very lazy. But we're gonna we're gonna get all our butts out this video. But the Spanish that's around me is, I don't. It doesn't really jive with my ears a lot, and that's on me. I need to suck that up and put energy into it because if my purpose for learning Spanish is to interact and communicate, I shouldn't just be waiting for an accent that sits well with me. I mean, there's a lot of Mexicans around here, but I live around a bunch of Dominicans, a bunch of Puerto Ricans, and that Spanish is different, you know. So yeah, so part of the end of year resolution is to step out of my comfort zone and try and be more part of the Spanish community in my active community. You know, how am I doing that? That's where we get to this video. Okay, this video was kind of spurred by my end of year travel goals. Originally, I was going to go back to Asia. Of course, you guys don't know I was in Asia earlier this year because I didn't make a video about it. But I was in Asia earlier this year. I was planning on going back and doing like a month-long thing, visiting like Thailand, Bali again, Vietnam, all that good shit. But we're cutting that for a few different reasons, but primarily because I've been having this call to just get my Spanish together, bro. Like, it's ridiculous. I need, so I was looking around, and then I was on set, and this guy was like, "Oh, my Spanish got really good when I did this Spanish immersion program a bunch of years back." So I started looking that up, and I found some in Oaxaca because I did want to go to Oaxaca or Mexico City, but if you're hip on current events, we're not going to Mexico City right now. Okay. So Oaxaca it is. And I found some schools. So I'm going to show you the ones I'm looking at. Obviously, it's only July, so things can change. I was also looking at Guatemala. There's lots can happen. But let's hop into the schools I am considering. Let me get back to this thing. Okay, boom. First up, this is the one I found first. Tons of great reviews. All the pricing is basically the same, so that's not it. But I gotta do a little more deeper dive. But I definitely wanted to introduce these in the video just in case anybody has their own what's the word for it? Input. I'm definitely doing a homestay, trying to maximize the Spanish immersion. School number 2 that has great reviews is this one, also in Oaxaca. I took the oh lord, the quiz. I took the quiz. I haven't got any results back from the quiz, but that's going to go into the second part of this video on my prep. Looks great. Like I said, I gotta do a bit more personal research, but I mean, it seems legit. And this one, again, just another one, but I think primarily it's going to be between this one, what's this, Bicari, and Spanish Immersion School. Boom. Okay. So about that test. The test, oh my gosh, the test started off, I was killing it. Dang. I was killing the test. Then we got down to past conjugation, and I was like, oh, like I can speak in the past because it's like intonation based, or you can throw I'm not sure what the technical term is, but you just go like estaba, or like, I can speak it, but yeah, so that was a little interesting. I hope they actually reply with some notes on the test. Then it's subjunctive. Woo. Yeah, the subjunctive. I know, like subjunctive activators, kind of, but I hadn't studied conjugating into the subjunctive since Lingota. So, I think since Lingota essentially. So that was, I knew I got all those wrong, but it was good. It's good to test yourself. If you're a language learner out there, it's good to just take an online test every now and then just to see what you don't know, right? So before taking that test, I thought, oh, I'll just continue my Anki, maybe try and get some baseline conversations in and be good. But no, I'm trying to be as good as possible before I go to whatever school I go to, because I don't want to be going over the basics. I don't want to be doing nothing there. I guess, yes, you can do everything there. You can do it here. But you get what I'm saying. I don't want to be doing anything there that I could easily be doing here in my room or in my studio, per se. So I'm reintroducing some books to the fray. I haven't done anything besides audio and Anki up until this point, the last year or so. So we're reintroducing this bad boy. I'm going through all this. I'm trying to get through all this by the end of the year before I go to Mexico again. Additionally, this is a must. I'm definitely doing this. Additionally, I'm reintroducing this book by Mike Ben. I did really enjoy this book. I didn't finish it, obviously. I thought he was doing a great job of presenting ideas and explaining ideas. So I definitely will be reintroducing this book as well. But most definitely, I'm doing the exercise in here, right? So boom and boom. And the third thing I'm going to be doing, perhaps, I think I am, just because I have the book, right, is this Ollie Richardson short stories. I'll definitely, most likely, be going through this. But this is a later point. Not because it's hard, but just because you don't want to have too much going on in your life, okay? The central of everything is going to continue to be Anki. And this is a deck that I made about a month ago before my trip to Slovenia. It's great. It's great. I was painstakingly made for me. These are about me. These are the words that I wanted. Okay, it's only 194 sentences. I know I should be done. I got to about 150, and then I was on my trip, and then it was just too much happening, right? So I got off the wagon, and Anki, it stacks up, and then anyway, this deck. Let me know if you want it. I'll include a link if y'all want it, but I mean, not unless you're a photographer. I don't really see. I don't know. Whatever. The thing in this deck that makes it so powerful is it includes. I forget the parameters I created it with, but like some of the most frequent verbs, the most frequent words. It has an emphasis on different tenses. Like present, past, indicative, subjunctive. All of that is in here. Words have minimal repetition, so you get there's so much packed into such a little deck. It's ridiculous. Me and ChatGPT were fighting for a while. This was not an easy thing to create, honestly. So first order of business is to get back on the ball with this, knock it out, and then once I knock that out, hopefully this week, then reintroduce the grammar book, and then go from there. Oh, also, of course, trying to have as many real life conversations as I can. I have another Anki deck geared up, based around food. So once I get this current one, I'm gonna queue that one up and do that based around food and that social interaction emphasis. So yeah, this is just the first video. I definitely wanted to get one out. It's been a long time. I wanted to give like a precursor of what's to come. I'm motivated, and like I said, it comes in waves, so I'm riding a wave right now, and I'm gonna bring you guys with me. So like, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I'll see you hopefully sooner than a year. Goodbye.